Hey guys, this is Laura, and I thought I would hop on here real quick since the elections have happened and we got our new president. A lot of people, depending on what group you're in, the Republican or the Democrat, can be upset. And a lot of people are worried that we're going to go back in time, and they're worried about the motives of our new president. And is he a lesson for America? Is it that he's going to be something that's going to be exposed? We're going to see more of his corruption? Or is it going to be that he's going to bring that to the light and make change actually happen? So let's dive a little bit deeper into that. And I'm going to be using the answer is simple because, hey, that's what we need right now, okay? Straight, direct answers. So we're just bringing in millions of angels, asking God to bless this and help us to see the truth and what's happening here. Now, the word corruption does come out, and I see that the main question I put out is he a lesson for America? Does America have more growth? Does it need to learn more? And we got the card decorate, turn back, and call your spirit home. So they're telling me with this card, it's about you tailoring the situation to how it will best affect your life. Okay, I'm not gonna just go into this complaining or focusing on what I didn't get what I wanted out of this election. Okay, it's like we are becoming even more aware that our thoughts are things and that we can manifest and create. So what I repress will be expressed. What I'm fighting against creates an opposite and equal effect. So they're telling me, for the people that aren't happy with the outcome, to think about, where do I want to go next, okay? I'm not going to put judgment, fear, hatred on, people in charge. I'm going to focus on, where do I want to be? What type of world do I want to create? How can I take this situation and turn it into something that will work for me, okay? And where I need to stand up, stand out, or maybe I need to, like they're showing me people protesting or other types of things is a possibility in our future. Think about, is there activism that I need to do, okay? This is for, again, the people that are not happy with what has transpired. Now, I did hear from my spirit team, okay, that he is a lesson for us, okay? And he said, what I hear is Archangel Michael coming in, and he said, we got the card turn back, and he's telling me that we all need to reevaluate our decisions in life, where we want to be, and how we want this world to be, okay? And, on my channel, the angels always talk about unity, helping your brother, things of that nature. So obviously we know that they want things to go in the right direction. It does feel like things do need to change, that maybe, Trump may be a lesson that America has to see. They didn't get enough of it before. They may need to go through more turmoil, more controversy, and things of that nature before things can shift in a better direction. And One thing that I hear Michael talking about is how people are very polarized, and it's not just, their opinions, it's that what they're watching, the algorithms of the social media and everything is tailored to their viewpoint and not showing them, I guess, the wide variety or perspectives on these candidates. So someone can get very stuck in a belief and of what's being brought to them on their phones and social media, and they're not seeing the truth of the person. The angels tell me that people are living in their own little bubbles of reality, and they're, because of our phones and people kind of being glued to their phones, they're not seeing the wide spectrum or the truth of things. Okay? Like someone that should have been in prison, or, like, is this person getting away with stuff? Or is he exposing things to change society? Okay? I heard corruption. Okay? Corruption. What they're telling me is that this person got to where they needed to be because of corruption in the political system, and that he shouldn't be here. On all intents and purposes, he should be in jail. But because of his status, his power, other people pulling things for him, that he's in the position he's in right now. And, there's some things that, people are worried about with him, about homophobia getting worse, people becoming more racist, one gender is being more powerful than the other, like superiority over groups and, minorities, and last but not least, religious stuff. A lot of religious groups are supposed to not be involved in politics, but they are, and they were pushing hard for him to get to where he needed to be. So there's a lot of different power points in play. Now, the last thing that the angels gave us is call your spirit home. Are you going to stay lost in this? Like the upset, the anger. Again, they're focusing on more the people that aren't happy with the outcome. Are you going to get lost in this circus? Are you going to get back to yourself and changing your environment, changing what you want, focusing on what's right for you, making change in your area? Now, they are telling me that more, I guess you could say, minorities need to be in politics, more women need to be in politics for stuff to be consistently changed. They need to want to be interested and join these groups or the system or the political system within their town and state, okay, for things to really change. So this could be a call to action for people to get more involved with what is going on around them, okay? Let's see what else. And one thing that I watched recently, I actually watched this last night, was a movie. I went to AMC and I saw Conclave, and it was a movie about, it had a lot of political stuff in it and religion. It was about the Catholic priest, the archdiocese, I think. Forgive me if I get it wrong, okay, guys. Passed away, and then they needed to make a new one. And there was all this political stuff involved underneath, showing the secrets of people, people trying to bribe others, and, it was a really good movie. And for whatever reason, they're bringing that up. So if you are someone that you're a movie buff, go watch Conclave, because it has a lot of political stuff in it as to what we've been dealing with recently. Okay? Now, let's look. So the main points of this is create the world that you want to see, okay? Don't get stuck in the fear, the drama, you know, things of that nature. Refocus, recalibrate yourself and your energy, okay? Your power is not being taken away, okay? That's the main thing they want people to focus on. And call your spirit home. So this is, don't get sucked into stuff. I need to get back to me. I need to make the world better for me, my family, my environment. I need to get involved in things that are affecting my freedom. Okay, so again, that may be women getting more involved in politics, or other certain, you know, different groups getting involved. Now, let's see, what will he bring in the coming year? So we're going to focus on this. What will the president bring in the coming year? Archangel Michael said he picked this card. Okay, this one I see, it's like it has a white border around it. Fill the well. So this is about our resources, refilling our resources. But what they're showing me is more taking away than putting back into our system. And if you notice, guys, I do have a makeup thing on. It's really me, my face. I just would put some makeup on, so if you see that, I just get lazy, okay? So I'm just putting it out there. Refilling the well. What they're showing me is there's going to be more taking from our system, from what we doing, what we have. What essentially what I get is that we may end up losing more money, losing more resources. I feel the energy of him trying to make everyone happy, or the people he made promises to, that he was going to do something for them. And so we see up here, this is him. This is our presidential system, and they're giving out instead of refilling. Okay, so that's going to end up being a problem and creating a deficit for us. And then let me see, what else do we need to know? Okay, we have speak with love and blow off steam. And what I get is that there may be a lot of people that he's trying to help them to, I guess you could say, settle the differences, try to make other people, again, I see here people pleasing, trying to make others happy, trying to calm down a lot of people that may want to riot or, you know, do something to upset our system and way of life. So he's going to be trying to do that, trying to calm people. It's like a lot of fires maybe started, which means people being upset, different problems arising, and he's coming with the water from the well, trying to put all of it out. So that's what's going to be a lot of his presidency in the beginning, is going to be that, trying to put out the fires that he created. I also get maybe pardons as well, or pardoning other people, things of that nature. I see sweeping things under the rug, okay? Now, what I get is that, again, they're telling me that people need to be way more educated than what they are about the politicians. Like, everyone has secrets. No one is innocent. You just have to pick people that you resonate with, that you feel like they're going to make a difference in your, you know, what you, for your life. Okay, let's see. What can we do to help this situation? Okay, now they already gave some, the angels already gave some advice. We're asking Archangel Michael and the angels, what can we do to help this situation? Now, what they say is, this is, okay, don't focus on it being an emergency. Don't lose your head, okay? Because I do have some people that are that I work with are in a panic right now. What could I do? What's going on? And the feeling of helplessness. Like, oh my gosh, he's going to do all this stuff that's going to affect me. What I heard is, again, it's like, get back to yourself, get grounded, focus on what you can control, be in, like, obviously what they're telling me is that a lot of people make promises that they're going to do things, and 90% of the time they don't do all of it. So some of this stuff may have just been scare tactics, or stuff where he was promoting himself as a certain type of person to get this vote from this area or group of people that may not come to fruition. Okay, it's not an emergency. That's what I hear. And what they're telling me, so again, this is from the angels. Archangel Michael said, ask me to go be by him every day to help the political system to make the right decisions that will help humanity. Okay, and he said some of the stuff I cannot prevent because it's a lesson for America, that America needs to work through its differences. Okay, so let's say you ask Archangel Michael to go there and be with him so he can bring equality to women and people of different races. Okay, and then you find out that Trump gets more strict. It means that that's a lesson that America needs to learn. There's a struggle between the new and the old system. Trump is the old system, that our old way of life that people want to preserve, and Kamala was the new way. Okay, and what they're telling us is essentially, no matter who's elected, people are going to be progressive in ways that work for their life, no matter who's in charge. So these people can't fully turn around a whole system during their term, okay? It's still going to be, like in Hollywood, you can see in the movies, it can be very progressive. And they're putting their viewpoint in these movies. And if you notice, movies are being released that relate to our lives. And so Hollywood's not stupid, okay? They're going to release stuff that directly relates to what's going on in the world right now, okay? And they're going to put their views on, just like with Disney, they're going to put their views and their way of life onto how they do everything. It's not going to stop. Okay, so don't stop your way of life getting into fear and losing yourself. And again, Archangel Michael said that our country does need to learn lessons. So we may see more corruption coming out, more people that we thought were trustworthy. The mask is getting taken off. Okay. And so maybe that's what we need to go through and see, so that things can shift in a better direction. Also now this is getting into the spiritual awakening of our consciousness and humanity. A lot of people are waking up to their spiritual gifts, their abilities. This is what we have on the other side. There's nothing sinful or wrong about having an intuition, okay? It's God is within us, connecting with us. We're learning and growing. If we trust that more, we'll be able to live a more peaceful, healthy life. Michael's saying sometimes we got to stop paying attention to what's going on outside and what's on social media and hooked on our devices, our phones, and just be within. Okay, we need to go within. What do I need right now? What does my soul need? What do I need to work on for myself, my purpose here, my family? And then go with that. And then send millions of angels out to the political systems of the world. Okay? If everybody did that, there's a book called The Power of Eight. And this was someone that was tracking the energy of prayer and how effective it is. Now, I listened to that book on Audible. I feel like it's a powerful book that shows that I'll just give you an example. It shows all these people praying for someone who had illness, and within that period of time of them praying together, they healed the person. Okay, so you know, I may not be saying the book exactly, you know, if somebody that's read it, but you know, that book is like a study on prayer and how effective it is in healing other people. So if millions of people got together and they focused on what was right for the world, for the greatest good, we would definitely see changes. Okay, now the other card that we got is clean up your mess. It's not an emergency, clean up your mess. So most of this stuff is about, again, I did hear this is about you, your life, getting back to what works for you, getting in tune with you, regulating your nervous system, helping you with the stress levels of the world. And that a lot of times, again, we are getting stuck in fight and flight because of being hooked to our phones every day. Okay, being hooked on the internet or social media. A lot of the younger generations are just living on their phones. So they are kind of stuck in this fight or flight energy. Get off of the internet, schedule hours for downtime, meditation, getting in tune with your body, exercising, your basic needs, okay? And I heard this is what our president will be doing also, cleaning up his mess. All the fires that were started, all the promises made, okay? One thing I could say is pray for our resources to be replenished, not just going out, putting out the fires, okay? And let me see, what else did they say? Okay, I think that is everything, guys. So hopefully this made sense for you and you can pull some things out of it no matter who you are going for or believe in. And take care.